Get ready for the action, because the Cincinnati Bengals just made a massive move in the NFL landscape. They officially acquired three-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants using the 10th overall pick in the upcoming draft, and they immediately locked him down with a huge extension. This deal changes everything for Cincinnati's defense and sets the stage for an explosive season.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the fallout from that blockbuster trade and what it means for the Bears. We break down exactly why the Bears simply did not have the leverage to acquire Dexter Lawrence for that compensation. And we look at the serious draft strategy Chicago must adopt for the 2026 class, exploring options like Peter Woods or Chrisen Miller. Now shifting gears to the quarterback side of things, we check in on Joe Burrow and his relationship status. We look at the recent sightings of Joe Burrow and Olivia Ponton dressing up for a Kentucky Derby date night, and what this latest appearance tells us about the dynamic between the star quarterback and his partner. Finally, we look at the roster reality for Cincinnati. We examine why the Bengals are holding back on major trades right now, focusing on their limited cap space and depth chart, and whether they will be pursuing big moves like a potential trade for Kayvon Thibodeaux, or if they are staying focused on securing their own quarterback future. Stay with us, because the news keeps coming. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Cincinnati Bengals have made a significant move in the NFL landscape, acquiring star defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. The Bengals secured Lawrence with the 10th pick in the upcoming NFL draft and subsequently extended his contract, reportedly agreeing to an average of $28 million through the 2028 season. This acquisition signals a major investment by Cincinnati as they look to bolster their defense, particularly as they aim to improve upon last season's struggles in key defensive categories. /N Lawrence, a three-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, was seeking a new contract, having been set to earn approximately $20 million per season. The deal represents a substantial financial commitment for the Bengals. This move also places pressure on the Bengals' draft position, as it marks the first time in decades that the team will not possess a first-round pick, following a previous trade involving the number 27 pick. /N Lawrence, who stands 6'4" and weighs 340 pounds, demonstrated high-level performance, including a career-high 9 sacks in the 2024 season and earning Pro Bowl recognition in 2022 and 2024. The Bengals, who finished near the bottom in several defensive metrics last year, are looking to integrate Lawrence into their scheme to complement their dynamic offense led by Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and T. Higgins. /N Meanwhile, the New York Giants are positioned for their first draft under new coach John Harbaugh, holding the 5th and 10th picks. Giants general manager Joe Scone confirmed that productive talks are underway with Lawrence's camp, stating, "We'd like for Dexter to be here, and at some point we'll come to a resolution here, whatever that may be." Despite the high cost, the Giants opted to secure the top 10 picks, a feat that makes them the 22nd team in the common draft era to possess 2 top 10 selections. The trade involving Bengals defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence has shifted focus for the Chicago Bears, prompting analysts to reevaluate their draft strategy for the 2026 NFL Draft. The Giants agreed to send Lawrence to the Bengals for the 10th overall pick, a move that experts widely viewed as a poor return for the Giants, given Lawrence's contract and leverage. NFL analysts are stunned by the outcome, suggesting the Giants secured a valuable asset. It is widely agreed that the Bears did not have a realistic chance of acquiring Lawrence for that compensation, noting that such a deal would have required sacrificing significant future draft capital. Despite the disappointment regarding Lawrence, the conversation has pivoted toward addressing the defensive tackle position in the 2026 draft. Analysts caution that, while the current class may lack a dominant group of defensive tackles, teams targeting the position in the first 2 rounds can secure solid talent. Specific recommendations for the Bears include targeting Clemson's Peter Woods or Ohio State's Caden McDonald at pick 25. Woods offers high upside, while McDonald would immediately bolster the run defense. Alternatively, the Bears could consider trading up to target players like Georgia's Kristen Miller or Texas Tech's Lee Hunter, who represent elite run-stuffing options. For a more strategic approach, acquiring Oklahoma's Grayson Halton, a potent interior rusher with high potential, is suggested if the team wishes to address other needs at the top of the draft and circle back for a defensive tackle with a second-round pick. The report also reflects on Chicago's history of trading future draft capital, citing past transactions, such as those involving Khalil Mack and Mitchell Trubisky, as cautionary tales. The consensus among experts is that trading draft picks indiscriminately is rarely a smart move. While a move up the board for an edge rusher might be considered if a top prospect slips, analysts suggest that trading up for a defensive tackle is not justified without concrete assurances. Ultimately, the advice is that the Bears should be able to land a quality starting defensive tackle by playing their cards right through the first 2 rounds of the 2026 draft. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow's dating life has recently been the subject of public speculation, fueled by sightings and rumors involving various high-profile figures. Early attention focused on photos showing Burrow with actress Jessica Alba in Las Vegas during the opening of the Zero Bond social club at the Wynn in March. However, subsequent reports indicated that the relationship was not romantic, suggesting the photos were taken when others were absent. Alba has since confirmed that she remains dating actor Danny Ramirez, posting photos to dispel the rumors linking her to Burrow. Another point of speculation involved supermodel Olivia Ponton, who was rumored to be dating Burrow following an incident where her home was broken into and robbed, while Burrow was playing a Monday Night Football game in December 2024. It has since been clarified that Burrow and Ponton are still together and appear to be in a strong relationship, although they tend to keep their private life relatively low-key. Despite their preference for privacy, Burrow and Ponton made a notable public appearance at the Kentucky Derby on May 2nd. An Instagram post from @PeopleMagSports captured the pair, showing Ponton in an elegant beige dress and a large white hat, while Burrow wore a striped shirt. The post captioned the sighting, "Joe Burrow and Olivia Ponton are going strong." We spotted the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback and influencer arriving together to the Barnstable-Brown Kentucky Derby Eve Gala, and Olivia's looking Derby-ready. Horse. The appearance suggests that Burrow and Ponton may be growing more comfortable appearing together in public settings moving forward. The Cincinnati Bengals are not currently positioned for a major trade, according to recent analysis from Yahoo Sports. The team possesses less than $10 million in free cap space on paper, making significant moves difficult without substantial contract restructuring, such as a Joe Burrow deal modification. Furthermore, the team has already signaled progress by declining the 5th-year option for Myles Murphy. While this move indicates forward momentum, the Bengals will remain an attractive target for free agents and trades. Bleacher Report recently cited the Bengals as a potential fit for New York Giants edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux, suggesting a trade involving a 4th-round pick. Analysts note that acquiring a young, former top-5 pick like Thibodeaux offers a chance to develop alongside other high-upside pass rushers. However, the feasibility of such a deal depends on Thibodeaux' success with the Giants. The Bengals market is already crowded, featuring established talent like Myles Murphy and Shemar Stewart, and past discussions involving players like Cassius Howell and Boy Mafe suggest the team is focused on internal development, particularly securing an extension for Murphy. The primary focus remains on extending Murphy's contract, with trade speculation reserved for potential scenarios arising from summer training camp injuries.